Hey everyone, Tochic89 here, and I'm back with another Pokemon Adventures Team Challenge. And this time I picked Green, who is the first female protagonist of the Red and Blues manga series, and the very flirtatious trickster who unfortunately was kidnapped by Ho-Oh, our Johto legendary bird Pokemon, when she was a child. There's a whole masked man situation going on. I'll get into that in some other time, but that is why she kind of developed a fear of flying type Pokemon in general. So she starts quite roughly with our protagonist Red and Blue, but later on she also works together with them against the Team Rocket shenanigans and enters the Pokemon League where she battles against Professor Oak, who kind of points out that she's the one who stole her first starter Pokemon, which is a Squirtle, and hence forgives her, gives us a Pokedex and the title of the Evolver, and making her an official Pokedex holder. So now the rules that I'm gonna follow for this challenge are that I will be only using Green's team members in battle. I will not be using any items inside battles. Outside battles is completely fine. I will not be using any wild Pokemon grinding. Only trainer battles allowed. I will catch all of Green's Pokemon in the wild and as and when the game presents it to us. Also, last is HMO is only when my current team members cannot learn a certain move which is required to get into the next stage of the game. Now, her team is primarily normal types with two water type exceptions, and her only wild card is Nidoqueen. So, what I'm most excited about in this challenge is for the first time, I will be using a Ditto only for Pokemon battles rather than for Pokemon family planning. Also, name wise, our girl has a little confusion going on here because she's green to the rest of the world and blue only in Japan, and the opposite for Gary's character, of course. So therefore, I will be naming my character Green for half of the series and Blue for the rest. Okay, let's get started. We name our character Green promptly and name our rival Blue at this point of time because that's what we're going with, red, blue, and she's green. And we go ahead and steal our Squirtle from Professor Oak's lab because we need to get started in this world. And we name her Turtley. She is absolutely wonderful. I mean, I got a girl Squirtle in the first go, but Blue has to battle us. It's a short-lived battle. I mean, this is just our primary battle, and Green is quite industrious and intelligent when it comes to her age group bracket. She is more mature than most of the characters that are there. She already knows her way around the world. She knows the world is not just or right and unfair things happen. So she plays accordingly, and Turtley is being trained the same way. Now, once we are done with this, we train in the Viridian Forest and again battle Blue right outside Viridian City. Now here we are a little concerned because his Bulbasaur might have some grass type moves and we still have Turtley on our bench. We are still not at the point where we can get more Pokemon. So we do a tail whip and proceed to do two tackles. But Turtley is like level 14, so two tackles and a tail whip do our job easy peasy. Now next is the first gym match against Brock. We are not even bothered. I practically am just like, ah, please Turtley, go ahead, do whatever you feel like. And two water guns later, we have a first badge from Brock. We do not even. So in the manga, she kind of steals it from Red, but here we earned it fair and square. While training on this Route 3 right before Mount Moon, Turtley decides it's a wonderful time to evolve into a awesome war turtle, and which we are absolutely over the moon of. We did not expect the evolution to come so fast, but right now, after being the only Pokemon for a while, we find our next capture, Jigglypuff. Now Jigglypuff is level 3, so I just throw a Pokeball and hope for the best. And we catch the Jigglypuff, which is absolutely amazing. And one of the good things in this challenge is I get half of my team, more than half of my team, right before the second batch. Because after capturing Jiggly, we proceed to look for a Nidoran female, which we also find after a few tries. This being fire red, it takes a while, but not too much. Nothing we can't handle. And Green goes ahead and puts Nidoran to sleep because, well, Jigglypuffs are famous for singing, of course. And we throw a couple of Pokeballs and we get our third Pokemon, call it Nidori. So now our fourth Pokemon would be in Mount Moon, which is the normal type. Clefairy, we look for her for a while, it takes us a bit. We run into the usual Geodude and Zubats, and finally Clefairy shows us up, and we're kind of happy to see that she's a little higher level than the other captures we had. So we are kind of struggling to capture her, but trying to not kill her because we do need this capture. And I just realized I practically run out of Pokeballs, so I do one more scratch and use my final Pokeball, and we catch our fourth member, Clefairy, and promptly name her Clefo, which is great. We have four Pokemon to train against the second gym match. So we beat all the Team Rocket grunts and the trainers in Mount Moon and get a bunch of training done, which is absolutely awesome. And Rattatas are a bane to my existence even in this game. Thankfully, we are not following the usual Nuzlocke rules that we have. We have our own rules this time. And that's why we get a bunch of battles done here in Mount Moon, get a bunch of training runs, because we know our next gym would be a slight challenge. But before that, we have to go ahead and face Blue again, and this time he has a decent amount of team. He has a decent amount of level as well. So we send out Turtley against Pidgeotto, which she does wonderful. Now this is where we kind of get stuck in a rut, because Bulbasaur keeps us lead seeding and sleep spamming us, and nobody has any advantage moves at this point of time against any grass type. This pain would remain throughout this complete challenge, because we are afraid of flying types at this point. We can't get one, and we also don't catch a fire type in this scene. So the Bulbasaur is just taking out Pokemon left, right, and center. So we send Nidori, and it's just lead seeding everybody. I don't know, at this point of time I'm almost already giving up, like, I have to do this battle again, don't I? But we switch to Turtley, and Turtley tackles the Bulbasaur away. Turtley just has no patience. She doesn't like Bulbasaur sends the star, and after at this point just is trying to escape with this battle. So Nidori wins here, doesn't matter. Now this Rattata is so super annoying, it almost kills Nidori, but we win, and Nidori evolves into a Nidorina. Thanks Lofa that we needed the evolution, frankly. The title of evolver and everything. So then we proceed to go towards the Golden Gate Bridge and battle all the trainers there, and politely refuse the Team Rocket acceptance letter that we get. I mean, in the job market that we are having, I wish we would have accepted that, but the story won't let us. Anywho, we also go ahead and battle the trainers here, giving us a lot of XP right before our second gym badge against Misty, which is great. I mean, I just have like two normal types right now, one more normal type coming up, and Nidori is literally my hope. I mean, I don't know, she's my only separate type that I'm gonna have eventually, but it's okay, we are doing great. We go ahead and face Misty with our team. I send Jiggly out to put Staryu to sleep, which does work, and I did teach them Mega Punch and Mega Kick respectively. I was like, why not 3 moves? Jiggly almost takes the Staryu down, but Misty heals it, and now I send out Clefo instead. So Clefo tries the same move of putting it to sleep and Mega Kicking instead of Mega Punching, which works, and Staryu is down, but Starmie confuses us, takes us down. We can't even land an attack against it. So now I send out Turtley. Starmie being part psychic type, I bite away and win. 2 bites, I'm good to go. And we have our second gym badge, the Cascade badge from Misty, which is absolutely great. We go on to SS, and where of course Blue battles us again. Now we are worried because his Bulbasaur will probably be an Ivysaur now, and we are still facing the same challenges we faced before. So Turtley takes down the Pidgeotto very easily. But now with Ivysaur, we are trying to come up with a plan. So I think we go with the same, trying to put it to sleep. But instead it puts us to sleep, which is so annoying. It keeps doing that to us, lead seeding and putting us to sleep. And we have to keep switching Pokemon in and out. But Cute Charm kind of helps us here. And we honestly just get by Cute Charm so much in this battle. It keeps putting us to sleep, but Cute Charm kind of reduces the attack rate that it sends on us continuously, and it's a long excruciating battle. But Jiggly unfortunately goes down. Now it's up to Nidori, and I did teach Nidori Dig, thinking about the Research battle we're gonna have coming soon. But Bite takes out, it takes us forever. So now next is Kadabra. Oh, I was very worried about this because I almost thought Turtle is good go, but it misses an attack and Turtle takes a chunk out of Kadabra. And pain to my existence. Raticates are the reason why half of my Nuzlocke's Pokemon die. And this is so annoying that Pokemon just attacks out of nowhere. And I don't know, I think Raticates are very powerful in the Gen 1. Anyway, we get our cut HM because we needed to go and meet Research for our third batch. Now we just teach Dig to Nidori and we just sail by that. I mean, he keeps on healing his Pokemon, but it doesn't work. Nidori is just amazingly high leveled. Everybody's above 22. And for Raichu, we try to put it to sleep first, but that doesn't stick for very long. And Double Team has been activated. We do land an attack, but unfortunately, Raichu takes Nidori down. Now it's up to Jigglypuff. And Jigglypuff is such a surprise. She is quite hard hitting, but unfortunately, this doesn't play out either. Now Clefo takes it out with one Mega Kick, and we have our third gym badge. Now Clefo and Jigglypuff both are such unique Pokemon. I don't know what to do here. Anyway, we go to the rock tunnel and we don't have anyone who can learn Flash, but also we have played this game so very many times that we can honestly walk here with our eyes closed and we still reach the exit, which we do. And now we are near training in the area here right before Celadon City. There are a lot of trainers who are standing weirdly in a line and they acknowledge it, but we do get the tea and give it to cards because in Saffron City is the move Psychic, which we promptly teach to Jigglypuff. Now we have to go ahead and face Team Rocket's shenanigans on a larger scale. They have a whole gambling thing set up in Celadon and that's just not good, man. Gambling is a bad thing. No, addictions are bad. Anywho, we go ahead and meet Giovanni for the first time. We are not worried because he probably has majority ground type Pokemon and Turtle is just killing it. We taught it Water Pulse, which we got from Misty. And Kangaskhan is the one who ruins my Turtle's luck because it was going to go 3 out of 3, but it just does a Mega Kick and takes it out. And Nidori ends it easy peasy, amazing. We are at level 32 with Nidori. And now it's time to go ahead and train some more. So grass type is our huge weakness, so we get as much trainers of battling as possible. This is the area where we kind of use cut and get fly. So this is kind of an accessible area right before the 4th gym badge, and you don't have to beat Snorlax as such. So we take our chance and do a double battle and train everyone as promptly as possible. Then now we head towards Erica and go ahead and face. So I did teach Nidori Aerial Ace, removing Dig from her, I think. And Nidori is just doing great. She can learn so many moves, and Aerial Ace is the only thing that we can use at this point of time. So Nidori takes out 2 Pokemon, and against the third also we are continuously with Aerial Ace. We're just Aerial Acing out of this, keeping it simple. Nidori does amazing and she single-handedly takes out the entire team. I did not even have to switch. Anyway, with that victory, we head to the Pokemon Tower and guess who's waiting for us? Blue! Woohoo! So, by now, his Ivysaur is again continuously annoying, but we are all very high level. We're like literally 5 to 6 levels higher than him. In spite of that, Ivysaur kind of takes out Jigglypuff. But Nidori takes it out, and now we are back to the Kadabra problem. Turtle by now is used to Bite. It takes one huge chunk out of it and we are good to go. Pidgeotto is still alive. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. He has a Gyarados. I always am surprised by this battle because I keep forgetting he has a freaking Gyarados. Again, something we don't have a strategy for, but Nidori poisons it, bites it. We are good to go. Oh, he has a Growlithe as well. When did he get that? Okay, totally does it either way. So we save Mr. Fuji, get the flute, beat Snorlax, and this is important because we have come here to collect our Super Rod from this guy because that's what's going to get us our 5th member of the team, Horsey. Whose nickname you just wait and see the awesome nickname Horsey's gonna get right now. It's just the best. My favorite nickname ever. This is the kind of nickname I give. So You have to like wait patiently for this awesome innovative nickname that he's gonna get. So its name is Horsey. You get it right? I know, right? I don't get it either. Anyway, we catch Horsey, the Horsey, wink wink, and go ahead and catch our sixth most interesting, most awaited capture of this team, Ditto. Now, Ditto has been so famously and so beautifully used in the manga. She kind of uses it as a cover, as a makeup, as a separate arm, as a defense mechanism. But we are going to use Ditto, who we named Ditty, as a member of a working Pokemon battle team. And I have no idea how that's going to work because this is the first time I use a poor Ditto for actual battles. My Ditto must be so happy, like, oh great, no, I'm just not stuck in a daycare all day. I have to like battle and shit. Ditty, we have so much to look forward. Anyway, we are heading towards Fuchsia City, where there are a bunch of trainers, so we get a bunch of training done for Ditty as well as all of our other Pokemon. Then amidst all the training that we do, my Blastoise does evolve. I kind of lost the footage on that, but I'm so happy I got a turtle Blastoise and it's just doing amazingly. We are just battling every trainer we can find, and Horsey evolves into a Seadra. My team is just doing so well. So what we decide to do is we decide to break the barrier around Saffron City and go ahead and beat the Saffron City shenanigans before we hit the Future City gym. And we go in Silphco, where we check all these statistics on a pokedex and decide, I guess it's a great time as any to evolve Nidori into a Nidoqueen. So we look for a Moonstone, which is a good thing. So now I'm still kind of waiting on Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff's moves, so that's why I'm not evolving it. But Nidori is at a fine place to evolve. It's learned everything it needs to learn, and as a Nidoqueen, it's so formidable. And we did evolve her specially right before our blue battle, because blue is gonna have a decently strong team. I think he has 6 Pokemon by now. I'm not sure though. We're gonna find out. And so I decided to open with Turtley, because he opens with a Pidgeot. Yes, he does have a Pidgeot. So we are level sort of matched, and it's kind of done. Now Venusaur, we are not sure what to do, because okay, it's at 40 and it's still so strong. So we did teach Psychic to Jiggly, like I previously mentioned, but unfortunately that just lands once and Jiggly is out. So I think Jiggly hates Venusaur the most because it keeps on killing it every time we battle. Nidoqueen takes it out. Now Turtley is fully evolved. White takes out Alakazam in 2 bites. We are good to go. 2 bites is a magic recipe for taking out any Alakazam so far that I've found. Now with Gyarados, I do send Ditty and try and see, how she would do in a battle. But the sad part is that they only have like 5 power points in all of the moves. So I can't use Ditty for continuous battling, like only maybe against one, depending on the moveset she has. Anyway, Horsey takes away the cake and beats the final 2 Pokemon, and us beating Blue again inside this place. And now we have another battle with Giovanni. So we are kind of fine with Giovanni. Giovanni was never a challenge, us having 2 very strong water types. Like Horsey is doing amazing, Blastoise is amazing as always. So we are just completely fine. We don't even bother, just totally go deal with this. But Kangaskhan is kind of a wild card all the time, so we send Nidori against it, and Nidori takes it down. Since I evolved Rena into a Nidoqueen, she has been the freaking queen. She just takes everything out, and Horsey, even as a Seadra, just blasts everything in her vision. And so we go to Sabrina for our 5th gym badge, and Turtle is just biting away. So right now against Psychic, our only defense is actually Turtle's bite. And Nidori, in my poor judgment, I should not have sent her out, because being a part Psychic type, she is kind of weak, but she also is the other Pokemon that has bite. Against Mr. Mime, it did work, but against Alakazam, I wasn't too sure. So I did send Totally back again. But unfortunately, it takes Nidori out first. I regret my mistake of keeping Nidori out. So I try to do a Thunder Wave I know it's gonna paralyze me as well, but that's fine. Omega Kid takes out and Clefo almost takes out Alakazam, but unfortunately is taken out. And Ditty also couldn't get a chance to attack because it's part oh yeah, its paralysis is cured. I just noticed that. Oh, that's why. Okay, anyway, totally finishes it off, and we are only left with Venomoth. Horsey doesn't care what type Pokemon is in front, it just takes out. It doesn't care what type, what size, what shape it is, it just does its job. Now, after that, it's time for Koga. And against Koga, I have always been apprehensive because he always poison spams me. And Horsey having Horsey having poison point can't do anything. Well, it can't attack because they are also poison types. So that's kind of a stuck thing that we have going on, which is, but Jiggly is kind of disappointed in herself. She every time goes against that stupid Venusaur and loses. So this time she's like, nope, I'm gonna beat a poison type one way or another. And she takes care of Muck on her own. I'm so proud of Jiggly. And this is amazing. And now this is the most hilarious part for me, like a tiny coughing in front of my big Blastoise level 42 Blastoise. It's just like, what do you expect me to do? It's just turning back to Koga and saying, we should have sent Muck against this guy. And we have Wheezing. It thankfully does not explode. It does poison us, however, but we take it out, and thankfully no minimize, no explosion. And we have our 6th gym badge against Koga. Oh, this has been so exhausting. Now, as a side quest, what is the one of the things that Green did do for herself to cure her fear of flying types is that she captures the legendary Pokemon, which we of course have to do. I mean, imagine you're afraid of flying types, and what do you go ahead and go and capture? The legendary trio, who, by the way, are so painful and stubborn. Articuno just takes on forever. She kills half of my team and just won't go into a Pokeball no matter what. It's like paralyzed, has just 1 HP health. I have 32 Ultra Balls. I throw all of them at this Pokemon and she just doesn't want to get captured. I keep on throwing and almost get captured. I kind of save Master Ball for emergency situations, maybe like Mewtwo. But I throw all of my Pokeballs at her and she is not being captured at all. It's just infuriating. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to use my Master Ball already. I don't know what will I do with the other 2 words. And it takes out Horsey as well. So we send out Turtley and we again pilfer with Ultra Balls as much as possible. That she ultimately does kind of take out my entire Ultra Ball sources, and I am left with only Great Balls, which turns out to be fine because it ultimately wanted a blue ball for its capture. I did not know that she wanted to color coordinate. I would have done that before. But we catch Articuno as our side quest therapy session for Green against her flying type fears. Now, once we are done with that, we go to Cinnabar Island and promptly face Blaine. Now we are not even worried. So a Horsey of course just takes care of everything. We have 2 strong water types. I mean, it's just easy peasy. I don't think I even bother switching to a Pokemon because I'm being cocky here, like Horsey can take this on, and I just caught her like 5 seconds ago and she's already all grown up and taking down a gym leader on her own, which is amazing. So now Bill approaches us and drags us to the other islands, and that is a good thing because this is a chance where we get to capture Moltres, our second therapy bird for our purpose. Oh, now, if you thought Articuno was stubborn, oh boy, Moltres, this bird would not sit inside a Pokeball. I mean, I again go and purchase 30 more Ultra Balls and it just won't sit. I mean, we have paralyzed it. You're literally running out of moves. I was afraid that at one point of time it would probably reach its struggle and kill itself, and then we would have to do this again. But we throw Pokeballs and it just keeps on not sticking. Oh, they are so stubborn. These birds are so freaking stubborn. Why don't they understand I need them for my flying therapy issues? Oh, anyway, this is infuriating thing goes on forever. It seems it keeps on killing all of my Pokemon, and I'm debating what to do now. I mean, I don't know when is the right time to use a Master Ball, but finally, while I'm crying and begging, Moltres finally agrees to be my therapy bird. and we send her to the PC. So now all these therapy boards are just for therapy, and they go against the masterman. So we don't use them in these battles at all whatsoever. And now we are finally in front of Giovanni, where we decide to be cocky again and just send Turtley for the entire battle. Just gonna surf out of here. I mean, not even change the move, not even change the Pokemon. We got this. We are literally so many levels higher. We are water type, you're ground type gym. I mean, it's easy. We're just being so cocky in front of Giovanni and Blaine. It's hilarious. Oh, the only Pokemon that was higher than us was a Rhyhorn. Really, that's just strange. I honestly thought the others would be higher. Anyway, we get our 8 badges, which is awesome because now we can finally head towards the championship. But before that, we have a Gary battle, which is what we were worried about because Venusaur is a curse. I mean, we still don't have anything against Venusaur. We did not teach anybody Fire Blast at this point of time. It did not seem lucrative. But now again, we are back to where we are. Oh, not yet. It's going to send. Yeah, now we are back to where we are, where his 53 level Venusaur is just causing us so much trauma. I honestly wish I could have used my bird flying types. It would have been so easy. But no, that's not what this game is about. These 6 Pokemon are Green's go-to Pokemon and her best friends, and they will make us win this battle against this. I mean, I'm not even afraid about the Elite Four and the champion battles. Oh wait, he's going to be the champion. Oh my god, I have to face this stupid Venusaur again, don't I? Anyway, Venusaur is basically taking my team down. Now, Horsey, if you remember, I did say Horsey doesn't care what the Pokemon in front of it is, and it just takes out. And I just have Ditto and Horsey left. Ditto has, again, like I said, I'm kind of getting used to it, but Horsey is just killing it. Doesn't care what Pokemon is front of it, it's just gonna kill it. And that's the freaking best part about Horsey. His half of the team is taken down by my alone Horsey, while I had so many strong Pokemons already in my arsenal, which Venusaur did take out. Anyway, we cross the victory road, where we realize that we need a bit more training for the Elite Four. So what we do is we also obtain the BS Seeker and contact everybody in the route right outside Future City and get a lot of training done. So I mean, these trainers are great. Also, once finally Jiggly and Clefo were at their right places, I evolved them respectively into Wigglytuff and Clefable. Well, we are the evolver of the Pokedex owners. I just remembered that I forgot to capture Zapdos, or I almost had forgotten. I always forget to capture Zapdos. Anyways, Zapdos being the stubborn Pokemon as the other 2 therapy boards that I have, it takes forever to go into this Pokeball and makes my life a living hell. But we decide we need all our therapy boards for the Elite Four. They're just gonna sit in the cheering squad and cheer us and tell us it's okay if you see a flying type, don't get scared. And we are finally in the Elites with Lorelai, who almost wanted to kill us in the manga, sending out Dewgong. So again, we kind of don't have any defenses against ice types or water types at this point of time. So we're just bringing it. And Jiggly, oh, once she's evolved, she is just such a sturdy Pokemon. I mean, she just attacks. I mean, this Cloyster keeps on trying to dodge the attacks by Protect, but Jiggly will not have it. It even has rest, so I put it to sleep and wait for it to wake up because we can't use items inside battle. And just amazing. I mean, this is such a weird team. I've never used such a interesting team, but again, Horsey doesn't see who it is, ends all my battles. Horsey is just the best. It's like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I must do, but all I know that I must kill. That's my Horsey. Okay, anyway, this Lorelei battle does extend a bit because we honestly don't have any move advantages. Now this Jinx keeps on putting us to sleep, and because it's a female type, Cute Charm doesn't work. And we send out Turtley to do a bite, but it's not doing as much damage as I anticipated. Now Lapras is the one we were afraid of because it's bulky and it's part ice, part water type. So we obviously send out Horsey. Who else would we send out? We are unfortunately confused, and it has water absorb, so I can't use water attacks either. Unfortunately, Horsey goes down, and now I am like, okay, great, Jiggly goes down. We are doomed. We have nothing to do here. Then I send out Ditto to be a Lapras, and it does a Confuse Ray. and at least we have body slam, so we attack a lot, and Ditty does quite a amount of damage. Even though we have very less power points, Ditty is unfortunately taken down but does a huge chunk of damage to Lapras, and oh, it's healed. I was so annoyed. And now we just have one against one. I have no idea how Nidori is going to do anything. Nidori does have superpower by now, so we are confused, and we are at the last level of health when we win against it because Aerial Ace lands its mark. Then we have a Bruno. So here again, fighting types we are still okay because majority of his Pokemon are rock/ground types. But with Hitmonchan, I always have this fear of I don't know what will he have. But he does have nothing great, and we take it down. Now we are back to ground types again, where we unfortunately place a misplaced bite. But either way, we get that done now against matchup. So you see my dilemma. I have three normal types. I can't send the. I have to use the other three. Anyway, so I stick with Turtley, who does a couple of surfs and solves my problem. And then I go with Nidori against Hitmonlee and continue using Earthquake, which is a great. Oh, so many full restores. These people keep on healing their Pokemon, but that doesn't happen. That doesn't help them too much. We still win against Bruno. We quickly heal our team for right before the third Elite Four, which is Agatha. Wow, she was famously bad in the manga. Oh, so plotty, and she totally hates oak and stuff, and has poison types, of course. So I am not yet sure what to do because. So I send out Horsey because Horsey is hard hitting and faster, takes out Gengar, which I'm totally surprised. I did not see that coming. Takes out Golbat, did not see it coming. Horsey is just amazing. She's just the perfect soldier. But Nidori does two earthquakes and takes out Arbok, which I knew are like ground type attacks are quite powerful against poison types. But I'm not able to use the others. Now I send out Jiggly against Haunter because of it being a ghost type, and Jiggly just does two psychics and takes it down. We struggle for a bit, but Jiggly is awesome. Cleffa and Jiggly are doing great. Unfortunately, her other Gengar puts us to sleep, but it doesn't have Dream Eater, but unfortunately it takes down totally. Now we are back to Jiggly because we know it doesn't have Dream Eater, but it has Nightmare, which wakes us up, and which is a mistake on its part because we successfully land a lot of attacks before going out. Now we send out Nidori because Earthquake would land, but unfortunately here goes the Hypnosis Nightmare cycle, but it doesn't do much to Nidori, and I mean, we're fine, it's okay. It doesn't use Nightmare this time, but we still wake up and finish her final Gengar. Now it's for Lance's turn. Oh, so here we are kind of fine because we have two water types who have Ice Beam, and he does start off with his usual team. Totally takes the Hyper Beam like a champ, it doesn't even matter. Now we switch to Horsey and try a Blizzard. It lands because Horsey does what she's told. Unfortunately, it misses an attack, but it does land a poison and lands a Blizzard as well. I'm kind of sad because by Dragonite's time, two of my water types are at low health, but I decide let me try an Ice Beam. We do outspeed it, but we are unfortunately not able to take the Dragonite down. Now it's Jiggly's turn. We know Jiggly is hard hitting. Thankfully the cute chump does work, but Lance heals his Pokemon, and unfortunately because of double edge, Jiggly goes down. Now it's Clefairy's turn to turn on the charm. Cute charm, that is. So it at least has full moon, so we get to heal it, and it starts off with the outrage cycle, but strength takes it out. Now we have even more. We just have Aerodactyl. I thought he had 6 Pokemon. Anyway, and Nidori is strong enough to take out an Aerodactyl. Survives a Hyper Beam, but unfortunately it's healed again, and Nidori is taken down right before poisoning Aerodactyl. Anyway, Horsey is also taken down, and we are down to Ditto. I never saw this happening, me battling with Ditto, and so I use a Hyper Beam because I know she's gonna go down. Takes a chunk of damage. Now it's all up to Clefairy. We can't even heal. Takes does one Meteor Bash, and we are almost the champions. And now we have the dreaded battle with Blue. Oh, I don't know what am I gonna do against its Venusaur. That's the only problem I'm having with this team right now. Turtley does an Ice Beam now, takes out the Pidgeot. We are good to go. But then again, now what do we do with his Oh, freaking 63 Venusaur. It's 10 levels higher than the last time I saw it. So we do paralyze it. I did teach Thunder Wave to Clefo, and it has a sunny day lined up for Solar Beam, but Strength finally takes it away. Like Clefo takes Jiggly's revenge from it. Alakazam, we're fine with it. We were just worried about the freaking Venusaur. So Turtley takes down the Alakazam. Of course, it'll take down the Rhino if we are faster. Now, Gyarados a little tricky, but it's okay. I decide let me land a couple of attacks first. But Turtley surprisingly faster, so we do a double edge, almost survive it, but we are taken down. So now he just has the one Pokemon, we have 5. So we paralyze it as well as Q Charm it. And Clefo being our champion, oh, she just does such a wonderful job here against the champion, against Venusaur, against Gyarados, against all of the Pokemon we are at a disadvantage with. It's kind of running out of strength PPs, but it's okay. We use Moonlight and heal ourselves and start doing Meteor Mash because I don't want to switch out right now. Oh, how many potions does Blue have? Oh, we are honestly just out of power points, otherwise my Clefo would just take the stupid Pokemon out. We are just using Meteor Mash and that does it. Unfortunately, he still has an Arcanine. I completely forgot about it. I always forget about that Growlithe Arcanine. Anyway, Horsey of course takes it down. We are fine with it. Gyarados and the Venusaur were our major problems in this entire thing, and we end his reign. And now Green is the new champion for Kanto region. She doesn't have to steal badges and she doesn't have to steal the trophy, and we are the champions with our current team being completely so insane. And even Ditty helped. I honestly did not think Ditty would help so much, but the Squirtle we stole came in handy. All of the team members came in handy, and it was such a fun challenge. I got to use Ditto in battles, and I honestly did not know Horsey was such a strong Pokemon. Just amazing. This has been so much fun and so much wonderful. Great, now he's gonna confirm. So I did mention earlier that she's gonna be like blue plus green in the entire half of the game, so we did continue with that. But anyway, this has been an awesome challenge, and now I'll end my episode here, and I'll be coming out soon with a different challenge from a different Pokemon manga series. Definitely stay tuned. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and watch a couple of more series which I have lined up for the Can You Beat challenges for the Pokemon manga series. Thank you, and you guys are all awesome. I'm gonna see you guys real soon. Bye.